So this seems very, very interesting. Mike Bublé covering Driver's License live in the BBC Radio 2 lounge, which, how many lounges do they have? I know there's BBC Radio 1, now we got BBC Radio 2, but apparently featuring the BBC Concert Orchestra. So, I'm a big fan of the song, I'm a big fan of Olivia Rodrigo, and I'm a big fan of Michael Bublé, especially during Christmas time, particularly. But this is going to be really interesting to see his rendition, this cover with with an orchestra of Driver's License. So let's get right into this. This is Mike Bublé covering this track. If you're new here, my name is Jacob Restituto, and I appreciate you checking out these videos. And let me know what you like. If you like what you see, send me a text. Let's see what we got.
Got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. 'Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't.
Dude, he is such an unbelievably distinct voice, man. You just hear in a song in an instant, you know that, oh, that's Mike Bublé. He's one of those voices where it's just, no matter where you are, you could be in the mall, which who really goes to the mall, but you could be like in a restaurant, you could be out on the streets, you could be on YouTube, and you just hear his voice, and it's one of those voices that you just like, that's Michael Bublé. Which also, by the way, I heard, my uncle told me, I have no idea if it's true or not, but I heard that she said on some sort of like 60 Minutes interview or something like that. Apparently, he's like a huge cigarette smoker, which I was very surprised to hear, especially with his voice. I was just very surprised. Let me know if that's true or what the situation is, or I don't know. Oh, cool. Cool lyric change there.
So much smarter than me. Everything I'm insecure about. Yeah, today I drove through the suburbs. So how could I ever love someone else? And I know you weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one.
I haven't heard this song in a while.
And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Because you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
So what's really cool about this is it's almost like a mix between like a rockish singer-songwriter rock and an orchestra, because we have, again, the orchestra, the strings and everything, but we also have like, straight up like a regular drum kit, like a rock drum kit, and we have like electric guitars and the piano, which piano can go anywhere from classical to singer-songwriter to rock. Like piano can fit anywhere, but like it's this cool mix of instrumentation that isn't straight like, oh, I'm listening to like an orchestra. Again, obviously there's strings there, but it's like this, I guess, a modern pop orchestra, if we could call it that. I'd also love to know what the rehearsals look like for something like this. I mean, obviously the BBC Concert Orchestra, it has to be probably, an incredibly talented orchestra. So like, they probably require minimum practice. But like, what do rehearsals look like, if any at all? Or does he just show up and he learn? Because it looks like, unless there's a projector over here that we're not seeing, it looks like he knows his song. So does he just show up and they're all ready for him? And I'd love to know that. Ooh, nice. What is that? Tremolo strings, the little like shaking strings. This is called tremolo. That's cool. I want to hear more of that bell. I want to hear here moving down. No way, they're recording this to tape. That would be pretty impressive. You don't see that much anymore. And the thing with tape is like, it's very, I mean, not that they're editing much on here, but if they wanted to edit, splicing tape is it's a pain. Staccato strings. All the different counter melodies. So not saying that I didn't think that this wasn't live. I assumed it was. Obviously, this is hard to fake with like a band like this. But I right there you could hear. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit, but you could actually hear that the plosive. I think on OK, you could hear that the k, which gives this kind of very distinct plosive sound, which is a very good indicator that something is live. Right here. Hear the blow of air. Good indicator that something's live.
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
So many counter melodies on things. Dude, his voice is so good. I wonder if he is reading lyrics. Because it almost looks like he's like looking out at something, and I'm assuming there's not a crowd there, so I don't know. Choir in the background, or the harmonies.
I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way about no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. 'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. You say forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Nice on that minor chord.
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Dude, such a crazy voice, man. He's an incredibly talented artist that I respect and and really enjoy his music. And I would love to know, what was I going to say about that? Hold on a sec. Well, I don't exactly remember what I was going to say about that last point, but I do want to say that shout out to whoever mixed this, because this must have been a beast to mix. Just like all the different instruments, all the different aspects of it. Like there were so many different things going on. So this was no small feat to put on. So I recognize the challenge and give credit where credit's due. So it's very impressive what they pulled off here. I'm curious how many. See, what's also crazy is. I mean, I'm not going to say it only has 600,000 views, but this thing I feel like deserves several million views, but who knows, man? It's crazy. Regardless, it's a incredible track. So thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know your perspective. Leave a comment or send me a text. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. God bless and peace out.